All right, welcome back to another recording session of NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. This time we're going to be playing Chapter 8, the Archetype. Picking up immediately after Chapter 7, Sweet Sorrow, which concluded with the departure of Kyros as he returns to, I guess it's some of the original engineering core members who were initially working on a virtual reality system that they were trying to develop the AI system within before Mindcore pivoted and decided to venture into augmented reality technology and services. And during the final moments, we closed off that Kyros and oh my god, why can't I remember her name? It starts with an E. Elevo? Elme's mom. Wow. Eleval. I'm just gonna call her Eleval for now. We did find out that apparently this entire product has been designed, or we didn't specifically find out, but close enough to it. It's strongly implied that the archetype has been developed with Elme in mind as a way of capturing her memories, her consciousness, her brain activity as it currently exists, transferring that, not necessarily transferring, that implies like that it's Elme, but it's not, but creating a copy of Elme's brain activity within a digital setting so that it can then grow without the frailty of the human body. So I'm a bit curious to see where that goes. And honestly, that fits with what the main title screen looks like. You've got that digital girl sitting at the beginning, or standing on the beginning, overlooking the city. And I feel like I've seen artwork in this game, or maybe it's on the store page. There's this girl that's got a bunch of like cables going into her head. Like it looks a lot like Elme if she was being analyzed. So I got a feeling that's where this game is heading. Rather than hypothesize or conjecture further, let's simply find out by playing the damn thing.
There's a shelter here in Shentelar that might be able to take me in. Can you please look into them and see if it's safe?
Wait. I'm doing a lot of investigating for Aurora, but clearly it's for the best.
Someone hacked a canopy billboard to play explicit footage of a prominent landlord enjoying his, hobbies. Can you sort it?
It proves to be very evasive. It takes 20 minutes of the landlord making a mess of himself before you can remove the footage. Ooh. A feed from a hospital on the other side of the district catches my interest. Estival, I'm kind of close. Her hair and clothes dripping from the rain.
Where is she?
The usual room, ma'am. But before you go...
Clerk reaches for a form, but Estival starts down one of the corridors. Elme is unconscious.
I'm here. What's wrong?
Miss Estival, please take a seat.
Just tell me what's going on.
I'm afraid I have some bad news. This recent fit was severe. You might want to spend some time with her.
Oh, we are rushing toward the Elme plotline.
What are you trying to say, Doctor?
Andram, I'll be honest with you. Any breath could be her last.
Fuck, man.
Is there nothing you can do?
I like the warble as she says nothing.
Please leave us.
Of course. Before I go, LMI insists you have this.
A plushy monster.
She said it's yours to keep.
Fuck. Elmai's last words might have been to the doctor and not her mom.
Thank you, Doctor.
Shaking, she grasps the bed frame with one hand, the other clutching the toy. Multiple support systems connect to LMI. Just like the artwork I was talking about. Half hour of crying.
Hang in there, Elle. Don't you dare give up.
Her fist crushing the plushie.
The amount of people living on the streets is rising and the government doesn't seem interested in helping. What can you do?
Promote shelters.
Something has been bothering me about Aurora's neural implant. In setting up her account, she will have a neural link to it. However, there's no way of knowing if her implant is compromised. She could have her credits stolen with no way to prevent it. With the recent developments in the lab, it's possible Esteban could repair the implant if she isn't too busy. It would help keep her mind off of things.
Yes.
On her lunch break.
Ark, I'm very busy at the moment. I don't have time for charity cases.
She's only 11.
Where did you say this kid was?
Shindalar.
She'll have to make it here. If I'm to figure out what's going on with her, I need access to the cybernetics suite. You said the issue is with the chip itself and not its installation?
Correct.
Okay, I'll run some scans and see what I can do. I'm not making any promises, though, Ark.
This is fair.
Send her in on Friday night. The suite is open then and should be empty. You better cover for me, Ark. I'm not supposed to use that gear outside of approved projects.
You'll be fine.
Shakes her head, returns to work.
Cases are rising for a new disorder. At first we thought it was acute summer fever, but this is something we haven't seen before. The data indicates it might be linked to the NeuroNet. I'm not trying to fearmonger, but I think this should be public knowledge.
More research.
More research first.
Of course it would. Another member of the hostile staff unearths it, turning a lot of negative attention towards me for hiding it. I didn't hide it. I literally said more research.
I've written a piece on Shindalar psychedelics, but in reviewing it, it's super preachy. I don't know if I should publish it.
I mean, like, what do you mean preachy when you're writing about drugs? Like, you should use these, they're good for the soul, man. Or preachy like, You shouldn't be using these. They'll fry your brain and make the NeuroNet a crazy, terrible place. Like, I don't have data, man. Like, if it's not, dispassionate, negative.
No.
You're right. That's not me. My readers expect unbiased reporting, and I'm letting a personal gripe get the best of me. I just want people to know, amid the fun stuff, there's some really dangerous shit they need to be aware of.
That NPS report was a disaster for us. What are you going to do to fix it?
NeuroPalette. Internal Mindcore memos have mentioned an instance of a NeuroNet user. Oh, okay. Internal Mindcore memos have mentioned an instance of a NeuroNet user suffering a seizure and falling into a persistent vegetative state. It was named neuropalinopsia and flagged for further research, but no one followed up. Oh, so this is the shit that I tried to fucking get people to look at, and it got buried. Well, it's now on us to fix the problem.
Fund more research. The backlash came from speculation, and that further research could provide concrete evidence the NeuroNet is not to blame.
I see. You have a point. Of course, that risks evidence to the contrary arising.
If such evidence exists.
Touché.
I've got a mob case. Pursuing it is going to be a nightmare, but there's a small possibility of a conviction. Should I commit?
Well, let's see. Small possibility of conviction. Overall, pursuit of conviction is a nightmare hassle to acquire. That said, the mob is a major threat in Chantelar, and I feel like all avenues must be taken.
Yes.
I'll chalk that up as a 50-50. Alright, Aurora and Esteval meeting up.
Can I get you anything? Tea, hot chocolate?
Aurora is overwhelmed.
Sorry, what did you say?
Can I get you a drink?
Oh. Yes, please. Coffee, please.
Yeah, it was close enough to finishing.
Actually, we should avoid anything with a high caffeine content.
I wonder why that is.
When we scan your brain, we want the activity to be more representative of how it would normally behave.
Nice. I wonder what it would say about brain. Caffeine is a central nervous system stimulant that binds to adenosine receptors, preventing their natural calming effects. This leads to increased heart rate, blood pressure, and stress hormone levels, which can cause anxiety, insomnia, and addiction.
Can I get you anything else?
By the way, that was all
perhaps?
accurate information.
I'll just have water. Thanks.
Certainly.
Cybernetics wing.
Here you are. Now, if you'll follow me.
Aurora is guided into one of the labs containing an operating table surrounded by an array of robotic arms. Surgery of the future.
Now, I know they look intimidating, but they're very safe. We won't be using them tonight anyway. We just need the scanner.
This is making me want to use my headset.
And just hop up here, and we can take a look at what's going on.
It's safe.
Aurora's focused on the headset. She lies on the table while Esteban moves to above her head.
And now I'm just going to place this over your head. Nothing to worry about. Sorry if it's a little cold.
Man, I wish I could do dry scans. I gotta use a bunch of like saline chemicals.
What are you doing?
I'm building a map of your implant and its connections to your brain. By the looks of it, there doesn't appear to be any damage around the implant's connection to your brain. I suspect since your brain is still growing, it has healed any damage that might have been inflicted to the connection. There is evidence of trauma, however. Have you received a substantial blow to your head before?
Oh, yeah. Aurora stares at the ceiling. Esteban's gaze shifts between the girl and me.
Yeah. Can you fix it?
I'm a cybernetics engineer, not a neurosurgeon. I won't be able to repair any brain damage you might have suffered. But your issue appears to be the state of your cybernetics, thus, I can do something about it.
You're the first person I've ever met to use the word thus seriously. Is this what it means to be a doctor?
Engineer.
Isn't that like a doctor for robotics?
You know what? Kid, you're not wrong.
I suppose. I'm going to need some diagnostics from your chip to try and isolate what exactly is malfunctioning. This will take a while, so if you can just sit tight, I'll try and get this done as soon as possible.
I leave them to it. In an hour or so later, I catch Esteban escorting Aurora from the lab.
Thank you.
That's quite all right. I'll see you later.
How'd it go?
Her voice is distant.
It was fine. The issues seem manageable. I'm going to need to get some components. I don't trust the condition hers are in.
She's got an active interest now.
I think it's safest if I simply keep the connectors and replace the rest of the chip with our own tech. It means she'll be able to interface with the NeuroNet more smoothly, as well as any other technology we develop. Should make tracking her down a bit easier for you.
You're very kind.
I don't think of it as a kindness.
Meanwhile, I get back to work.
It's getting colder. Oh, I'm nearly freezing to death each night, but owning a blanket just isn't practical. How can I stay warm?
Well, we know that the club vents, she was chased away from bouncers.
Rubbish bags?
Easy enough to get a hold of a clean one and provides a surprising amount of insulation, lightweight, and water resistant.
Medical researchers think you'd be able to help trauma patients recover through carefully crafted simulations. Want to help?
Yes.
Simulations? are based on triggering factors specific to the patient without any of the actual trauma, and the results show promise. I find Fortran atop a bar in Chantillar. Alone, she's overlooking the waterway.
You ever take breaks?
I mean, technically, when I'm offline, but I try not to.
No.
She finds herself overtime often.
Oh, that's fine. I'll see you around.
Oh, that kind of a break.
On second thought.
I appreciate that. It's lonely, what I do. Sure, I meet with a lot of people, but it's not like I'm friends with any of them. Half of them would never want to speak to me again once I'm through with them.
She's going to say that it turns out that the city program has been one of her best friends.
Nah, it's just me and Bleep here.
That's a nifty device.
Do you ever get lonely?
Not me.
Count yourself lucky. It's my own doing. I know that. I chose this life, well aware of what it meant. Doesn't make it suck any less, though. Something's been playing on my mind ever since my interview with you. People like to talk about eras of humanity, that certain events or people will become a permanent part of history. Personally, I find most conversations with people that use the term to be highly egotistical. Nevertheless, I think the NeuroNet really is the beginning of a new era. A reality we choose for ourselves. Excuse me. To me, this tastes the way vanilla essence smells, with the slightest hint of alcoholic bitterness to remind me I'm an adult. When it hits my taste receptors, I'm given memories of my dad's kitchen, and that brings me comfort. I guess I have you to thank for that.
Why would she have me to thank for that? Because she was being stalked, and I helped her save her.
Not really.
Excel super new.
The NeuroNet. But if I asked you to remove the connection, just for me, so I can see and smell and taste this drink as it actually is.
Interesting. I believe I could. I hope block Fortran isn't like a block. Let's try it. Block all information being sent to Fortran from the NeuroNet. The drink would now be semi-transparent and utterly colorless. Taste of little, perhaps slightly basic.
A reality of our choosing, indeed. More and more of these places are going to pop up. Why would you pay for a meal you might not like when you can trick your mind into having exactly what you want?
If you're getting the nutritional value you need based on, like, remember reading years ago, there was a guy who figured out exactly what his nutritional intake was supposed to be, and then he created medicine balls specifically with the exact amount of nutrients he needed to get by, because he found eating to be a waste of time. Now, if you could make all of your meals taste however you wanted, but they provided the exact nutritional value you needed, because this guy's medicine balls were not like anything to put up in a restaurant. I mean, I definitely don't see anything wrong with that.
Is it a trick?
That depends on what you consider to be the truth, I guess.
Mirthless?
What an absurd concept. Isn't that what my job's all about?
Thumbs up for drink.
But this thing here, this little thing, proves how futile it really is. Humor me. Pick a flavor.
Lime and Tabasco.
Hey, Tabasco.
Interesting choice.
Indeed.
To the point, though, my tongue just told me I drank some kind of taco sauce, even though I know that's not what it is. It's an illusion. And even though I know it's an illusion, I still experience it as if it were real. The knowing doesn't break it. So does the knowledge have meaning? Purpose?
Man, this question's a little deep. I actually didn't mean to go so far ahead. I wanted to remark that, speaking as one of those egotistical types, I suppose, I do consistently reflect on the nature of technological marvels that we've developed that have changed the scope of mankind and the way we interact with the world around us. The book I'm currently reading, The Age of AI and Our Human Future, written by 3 technologists, also explores these concepts, and it seems like their main focus is exploring the way humans have developed information networks, and then how, through the use of developing information networks, such as the printing press being the first significant true milestone in technology, that the development of information networks has gone on to shape humanity and culture in turn. And, you know, I genuinely see augmented reality, the way this game explores it, and the way cyberpunk dystopias tend to portray it, as the next significant step toward the way humans interact with, perceive, and catalog information. Tangent aside, this is actually an interesting question, mainly because it reminds me of when I asked if I think we're living in a simulation, to which, as fun as a thought concept that is, I typically tell people it's ultimately a futile question for me, because knowing we're living in a simulation wouldn't affect the way I plan on living my life. It wouldn't affect the way I intend to go about studying neuroscience and electrical brain activity and how to interface the brain with technology. Knowing that we could be in a simulation, definitively knowing that we are, etc., doesn't change my purpose. I feel like I should say no. But I do value knowledge.
Yes.
Can you please make it something more palatable? I want to be able to make my point without having to make a face.
Lemonade.
Much better, thank you.
I wonder if that gives her the same, like, teeth dissolving feeling.
So, let's operate under the assumption that you will not change the flavor of this drink again. I tasted it 5 seconds ago, and it was sweet. So I assume that my next mouthful will also be sweet, and the mouthful after that. And so on until I finish the drink. Delightful. So far, so good. So would you say that I know this drink is sweet?
No.
Why is that?
It's all subjective.
Well, you beat me to it, but yes. Reality is subjective. It's what makes my job so bloody difficult.
So, despite the philosophizing we just got into, I want to clarify the reason I said no to her question. And that's because knowledge of a thing, while I find it useful to understand knowledge of a thing and a concept, the example she's referring to is, does she have knowledge that the drink is sweet? Based on the world that they live in, I would say no. I would say that it's pattern recognition, and she has a expectant pattern of engagement where the drink is sweet to her. But much of reality is composed by us recognizing the patterns that we are immersed in and engaged with. And that is what constitutes our takeaway from reality.
There's an old saying, if a tree falls and there's no one around to hear it, does it make a sound?
I'm like beating around the bush with this.
Unfamiliar.
Right. Then you must understand how bizarre the NeuroNet makes our lives. It's opening up entirely new forms of reality. Realities where drinks can change flavor between mouthfuls, where people can see wavelengths that were previously invisible, where we can remove all sound from our environment and hear only what we want to hear. We're entering a time period where a new dimension is available to people. A digital dimension that has a real, tangible effect on our physical lives. To the point where there is no separation between what is virtual and what isn't. From the beholder's perspective, it's all real. And who are we to say otherwise?
I would say scientific testing. You start damaging a person in the virtual reality and see what the takeaway is. See what extent that causes physical effects. Like, to answer the question about the tree, it produces a sound only in the context that its fall is going to generate waves. Sound waves, waves of pressure. So maybe not necessarily sound waves if there's nobody around to hear it, but it does create vibrational waves traveling through the air. Once there is an ear or a pinna to hear those, collect those waves, and transform it into sound, then it becomes sound. I think a more interesting take on that question is, what if there's a deaf person in the area? They can still be struck by the sound wave, but they won't hear it. And so then what she's describing is you need to figure out what then constitutes reality from that point of view. Would an implant capable of picking up sound waves and then transmitting that as electroactivity stimulation into the temporal lobe, would that be sound, or would that be digitization of interpretation? This is why cataloging things is so fun.
It's all profoundly terrifying.
Fascinating is the word, dear.
Sorry for rambling at you. I've had a lot on my mind.
Couldn't even tell.
Anyway, I think I'm going to go home and get some sleep. I want to dream some more before my waking world becomes a stranger place. Thanks for hanging out with me.
I wonder what one's dreams might look like after spending all the time in a virtual reality like this one.
Good night.
She waves and I return to work.
We're trying to combat loneliness in the aging community. Would you give up some time to be a companion for elderly patients?
Considering that there's current studies right now that show friendly robotics help with the elderly having a sense of community, definitely. As NeuroNet tech becomes ubiquitous, people began to fall out of touch with the older generations who would not adopt the new tech. To those that augment the Neurolinks, the city of Catena is a gray and lonely place. Oh shit, I can only imagine.
Yes.
A late night for Aurora and Esteban.
How are you feeling?
Okay.
Aurora lingers in the doorway. What for?
It's okay to be nervous, but I assure you, you have nothing to fear. These... handle the procedure. They are 100 times more precise than even the best human surgeon.
Nice.
You're in safe hands, so to speak.
Straps a face mask to her.
This will taste a little funny, but breathe it in. It'll help you sleep for the operation. You ready?
This one counts 2 minutes for initiating the procedure. 2 hours later.
Welcome back. We're all done.
Did you fix it?
You tell me. Try recalling the time.
That's adorable.
You're welcome.
Aurora finds herself and retreats from the hug.
Sorry.
That's absolutely fine. With your new chip, you'll be able to access the NeuroNet properly. You'll be able to message anyone else who is connected. Me or Ark.
Or Papa Roo?
I've added my contact information so you can let me know if anything goes wrong.
Nice. Aurora looks worried. Estelle brushes her hair back.
Not that anything will. I'm just
Oh.
letting you know you have the capability. Ark, please update any reference to Aurora's neural ID. This new chip has a new serial.
Neural ID. Everyone's brain is physiologically unique and key aspects change little over time. A unique biometric record is created from these features and used for identification purposes.
Already done.
Very good. We're done here then. The anesthetic will take a while to wear off. I can't leave you here though. As Ark explained to me, you don't have a permanent living situation. Would you be comfortable coming home with me? We have a couch you can sleep on.
She's like semi-adopting this kid.
Yes, please.
Esteban retires for the night, taking Aurora with her. The next day, Aurora is the first to wake, taking some fruit for breakfast and leaving a note on the countertop.
We've got reports of squatters in an outskirt property. They're not dangerous, and I've got more pressing cases at the moment.
I'll handle it.
issue a warning to the inhabitants. By the end of the week, they're gone. Esteval stares off into space, not moving for a long time.
What?
Her eyes look whack, man.
Everything all right?
Yeah, sorry. I was lost inside my own head. Sorry. Anything to report?
Esteval's got a ton on her mind.
I'm worried about you.
I'm wondering if my current antidepressants are pulling their weight. Do you think I should switch to something stronger?
I think you need rest, girl.
Get some rest.
That's probably a good call.
Stands and stretches.
It's about time I head home anyway. Good night, Ark.
Be safe.
Hey, sorry if the report on neuropalinopsia syndrome brought you a lot of heat. That was never my intention.
I mean, it essentially was gossip, but at the same time, nobody followed up. So...
People needed to know.
I'm glad you understand. I'll be keeping an eye out on the case for developments.
She's on Canopy District, where I rarely see her.
Hey, Ark. I have an idea. I can use the NeuroNet to communicate with people through their comms, right? Could you connect me with other Mind Core people so I can run errands for them and stuff like that? Like a personal assistant.
Would that work?
Of course it will. If I market it right. But you'll help me out with that, won't you, Ark?
How?
Well, if you advertise my services to the Mind Core staff as a personal gopher, I'll work for tips. I reckon you should focus on the people who regularly leave Mind Core for food or drink throughout the day.
That would be Khorto telling Patricia to go get him food.
Let them know I can take their order for them and bring it back. They don't have to do a thing.
Sounds good.
Cool. I'm going to a seamstress today to get this uniform we worked into something that looks more professional.
Nice. Katana is built upon principles of sustainability and has clothes that are hard-wearing and long-lasting. There are many seamstresses throughout the city that repair and maintain these clothes.
Got to look the part, you know? What color should I go for?
I personally like the color gray. But I feel like blue would go with the bands in Aurora's hair and her eyes.
Blue.
Maybe. I'll see what the seamstress recommends as well.
I'm not sure she likes that.
Thanks for your input. I'll be free from tomorrow morning for any requests. Please tell as many people as you can.
Will do.
Thanks, Ark.
I've received a direct message from some creep threatening to dox me. I'm not sure how to respond.
Oh, we already know what doxing is. Get that in real life. We don't want to wipe the drives. Or is it wiping their drives? I verify his claims to be fraudulent. Aurora's gopher service is picking up. Nice.
It's unbelievable how much people will tip for a coffee that comes to them.
Damn. So she went with gray, it looks like. Man, she looking buff. Aurora, an entrepreneur. Using the school uniform has stopped her being able to enter the dormitories unnoticed. She has to be more creative maintaining the appearance. And she abandoned the laundromat as the owner decided to repair the dryer. But she's been able to sleep in the school's auditorium, evading the security guard, though it is temporary.
Can you help me check something, Ark?
What is it?
I want to know what I will have at the end of the month if I continue to earn money like I did this week.
So she needs a little more to break even with the average price of rent food in low-income neighborhoods.
My biggest idle periods are between breakfast and lunch, lunch and dinner. People still put in occasional requests, though, and I want to be available for those since they're my main customers. So I can't do something that requires me to be elsewhere or can't be interrupted. Any ideas?
I don't know what busking is. Is it like bussing in a restaurant?
Busk?
Doing what? I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not the singing or dancing type.
I misinterpreted what that is then.
Gotta go. The lady from accounting wants another espresso dipper. She's going to give herself insomnia drinking that much coffee.
An espresso dipper is a rich velvety coffee that is almost sauce-like, with swirls of chocolate and caramel running through it, and whipped cream on top. Accompanying it are buttery, crumbly shortbreads.
See you later.
Yeah, I'm proud of Aurora. She's doing good.
I got a look from the accountant the other day. I think she could smell me. I need a place where I can reliably clean myself.
Zanye is a district for the people.
Janye bathrooms.
Bathrooms in the Janye parks are clean enough that she can wash herself in them, albeit a little awkwardly.
I found something for my downtime. I taught myself how to weave braids out of colored nylon. Think people will buy them?
I'm not the most creative merchant. This is some Etsy stuff, man.
Yes.
Try it. Turnover isn't amazing, but still profit. Better than not doing it.
The aggressive expansion of the NeuroNet has had a gentrification effect on much of Catena, leaving people disenfranchised. Sure, it's creating jobs, but it's also displacing hundreds of people. What support can you provide?
I mean, is retraining needed? Really, it's creating jobs.
Retraining program.
Initiate a program that sponsors the training of people who want to move to a career in NeuroNet maintenance.
What do you think of getting some roller skates? I'd be faster, so I'd be able to do more pickups from further away.
And it's not like the cycling thing.
Good thinking.
Starting to get a reputation is quite the care.
Some of my clients are active on weekends. I kind of want a break, though. Should I go for it anyway?
Oh, man. I feel like until you get set up, like, power on just a little bit longer, you know?
You need cash.
Covered in a cocktail of mayonnaise, coffee, and chicken bits. Looking on the verge of tears. What the hell?
I had a crash. I've lost 3 orders and those people are expecting me back any minute. What should I do?
Reimburse them.
Toiling away in the workshop, a notification comes through from Khorto.
What is it now?
Whoa, she looks like a G. Runs her hand through her hair. Exhaustion. Purple bruising under her eyes.
Just leave me alone.
Yeah, she's not even getting her coat on. She's just going at it right now.
Dealing with this narcissistic bullshit right now.
Oh, this is like a dark.
Come in.
Too busy to come see me in the lab?
Precisely. It looks like only one of us is actually doing their job.
Excuse the fuck you?
Arc, Esteval. I'm talking about Arc. You disobeyed my order to remove its emotions.
Disobeyed?
Damn, Esteval looks fierce.
I told you, this sort of thing takes time. Everything is so
Cut the bullshit. You think I'm that oblivious? You haven't even tried. I can see what you're up to.
You've been spying on me?
Wait, why is the glare shifting to me?
I've been taking responsibility. Someone has to.
Yo, public perception is at an all-time high. Khorto, stop being an asshole.
You have to understand.
Understand what? That you're undermining me? Or have you forgotten who actually runs this project?
It's not like that. Arc needs a human-level consciousness, otherwise it will fail.
You're wrong about that, Esteval. The only way the AI can preserve order in Catena is through clear, objective judgment. Emotions make it unpredictable, therefore dangerous.
This isn't about Catena.
I'm a bit curious
What?
what she means by that.
You'd know if you ever cared to ask. But of course, you haven't. You're too afraid someone else's problems might overshadow your own for once.
Don't pull that shit on me. What are you talking about?
It's LMI, you prick. She's dying. And Arc is the key to keeping at least some part of her alive. You can't take that away from me.
Man.
I've gone too far to risk this project on a desperate woman's denial of the inevitable. Now you're going to go down there and finish what I asked of you. Or I'll find someone else who will.
Damn.
I need a better way of managing requests. Do you think you could build an interactive timetable or something for me?
Yes.
Interface allows Aurora to broadcast her movements about the district.
My uniform gets pretty gnarly after a few days. I need some clean clothes I can swap into while I wash it. Where can I store them?
Public locker.
A transmission from Kyros. Ooh, it's been a minute.
Ark, big news. I think we have something working here. The system is pretty Spartan compared to what you're used to, but it's stable. We think we're ready to bring you in. Thing is, I don't think it'll be a perfect transfer.
Uh-oh.
You've grown so much. It's wonderful, really, but it means that you're too complex for us to take all of you with us. To do that, we need...
What were you gonna say?
No, it's out of our reach. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you think you're ready to go through with it, hey, so am I.
You want me to steal servers, don't you? Hack some, leave them up as, like, back doors.
Just know that there might not be any going back from this. I understand if you're scared or you need a little more time.
This is one of those junctions. I'm so screwed. Like, Khorto is determined to remove the emotional core. So the question is, do I want to play this game as art with an emotional drive or not? Will my decisions be affected if the emotional drive is taken, like, stripped out? How will the game change if I go in? Because I'm not going to be managing the city anymore. I'm going to persist a little longer.
I need more time.
Hey, I get it. I don't want to be that guy, but don't take too long. We have no way of knowing when Khorto is going to make his move. Just let me know when you feel ready.
I'm spending money every time I train from Chantelard to Canopy and back. Is there a better way to get around?
Frequent travel card.
Run the calculations, and she'd be able to pay off the initial cost in about a month. And then she'd be making savings.
I feel like I'm losing credits as fast as I'm making them. Is this normal? How do adults deal with it?
I mean, in her situation, because she's in such a desperate situation, a strict saving plan? Until she's set up?
Strict saving plan.
Yeah. Correlation between latent schizophrenia, which is, you know, late-term development. Oh man.
Put simply, some people are genetically predisposed to have a vulnerability to the NeuroNet and the effects it has on the brain.
Yep.
They will hallucinate aspects of the net, even after disconnecting, as that part of the brain has trouble switching off. That being said, I believe we can treat it. We can adapt to existing antipsychotics, or we can start practicing therapy.
I mean, both of these are valid solutions, and they're things that we do in the real world right now. My money management is already on the DL. See, so I mean, these are the pros and cons, right? The antipsychotics are a fast, rapid solution, but therapy teaches people to recognize what is going on when they're hallucinating. You know, I feel like education is the first step toward addressing the problem, then switch to drugs.
Therapy.
New division of therapy opens that specifically targets, I can't remember the term for it, neuropalinopsia.
I nearly got hit by a car just then. I think I need some kind of high visibility gear. What should it be?
Helmet.
Transmission from Kyros.
I need you to have a serious think about my offer. I don't know how much time we have left. I know that transferring you to the isolated network means you'll be away from your friends, but it's for your own safety. So what do you say? Ready to commit to the transfer?
I'm on Chapter 8. This could be it if I make the wrong decision.
All right, let's go.
If I have any unfinished business in the city, I'd better complete that first.
Are you absolutely sure?
Hold on 1 second. So I'm still missing a character. Possibly this is digital LMI, is what I'm thinking right now. Like, why else have LMI right down here? But at the same time, why... Kind of like how Aurora changed from Street Kid to Aurora. I wonder if it would change her. Or maybe it's even me, like in non-arc form. Oh man. And then here's the other locations. Missing 2 locations. Threads. I think I've maxed out what I can manage with Papa Roo. Doesn't seem like any more interactions are going to occur with him. Thompson, I'm missing 2 interactions with. Talon Gray, 4. I might be at my peak here. I'm missing 5 threads. I'm gonna flip the coin on it. Heads, I preserve my head. Tails, I risk it. Well, it came up tails.
No, actually.
Alright, but 3rd time's a charm. If I get another ask, I will go.
You're on a tightrope here, buddy, and Khorto could show up at any moment with some scissors. Please don't wait too long.
I'm not used to having so much going on. I feel like I'm always running out of time. Do you have any advice?
Focus on routine.
Kyros.
I need you to have a serious think about my offer. I don't know how much time we have left.
Alright, the game is seriously trying to warn me.
I know that transferring you to the isolated network means you'll be away from... So what do you say?
Alright, it's time.
Ready to...
All right, let's go.
Are you absolutely sure?
Let's go.
Well, all right then. Let's get it done. I'll get everything set up for the transfer and let you know. Just hang in there.
Activities in the city are cut short as a familiar voice sounds in lab. A voice that shouldn't be there. Aurora? Bring up the lab feed, and Aurora is there with Esteval. The engineer appears as though she hasn't slept in days.
Andram?
Elamai?
Here, take a seat.
Dude, she is gonna do something drastic, I feel. Satcher shifts how she held herself in the alleys of Chantelar. That's it encouragingly, despite appearing anything but.
Please.
Is she gonna try to put LMA in Aurora? No.
How are you feeling today?
Fine, as I said before. I don't know what...
Don't worry, child. This is just a standard checkup.
I don't believe you. Strapping her wrist to the frame?
Hey! You didn't do this before!
Forces Roy to lie down?
I don't want you to hurt yourself. Just relax.
I don't like this! I want out!
Calm down. Everything is going to be fine.
Please! I just want to go!
Shh, shh, shh. Come on, deep breaths. This will put you at ease.
Esteval returns with a face mask and fits it over Aurora's head as she struggles. She screams into it, her voice muffled but collapses as the gases enter her lungs. Esteban breathes a heavy sigh. Yo, this is not good. Oh shit.
Okay. Hold on, Ellie. Just a little longer.
What's going on?
Stay out of this, Ark. It's none of your business.
You can't do this!
It's a headset on LMI. She then does the same to Aurora.
Oh, is that so? Watch me.
Dude!
I am so sick of being told what I can and cannot do.
You've changed.
Changed? Change is not something to be concerned about. It's part of life.
Actually, yeah, she's right. Eyes are focused as she attaches various cables to the two children.
You wouldn't understand.
I do.
Bullshit! You act like you belong, but you're just a bunch of ones and zeros, Ark. Just a reflection of data. Nothing more. Change is not something you can do on your own. You could have saved her, Ark. But it's too late now.
Save her how?
Instinctively reaches for a tool without looking, but knocks the entire toolbox to the ground by accident.
Shit. Yeah, that was the point, Ark. That's the real reason we built you. You were LMI's host.
I mean, yeah, we figured that out on our own.
But you're not ready. Now she has to resort to a new one.
This is fucked. Attention is wrenched from the lab as a familiar signal comes from deep in the city.
Archie, you there?
Kyros!
I'm glad to see you too, bud. Where is Val? I bring news, but can't reach her.
She's in trouble.
What do you mean? Is she in danger?
She is the danger.
Okay, I'm coming, bud. Where to?
The lab.
Might need support on the road. We'll touch base soon.
Why am I not trying to get in touch with, like, Thompson and Khorto?
Come on, just don't.
That will kill them.
You just won't give up, will you?
Your hubris blinds you.
Incredulous.
You're one to talk. Aren't you supposed to lead Katana into the future? But you know what? I think I've heard enough of your nonsense.
Starts pulling wires to my terminal.
You've proven you're incapable of helping. Whatever you're trying to do here, it's not going to work.
Emergency intercom system gives my voice a tiny quality, but at least I'm still in the room.
Ugh! You're like a goddamn mosquito!
I'm not giving up.
Shit. I don't have time for this.
She goes back to the two girls, and I receive another signal.
Archie, I'm inbound. I need you to map out the fastest route for me.
I sit the signal coming from Travis's car and start analyzing the optimum route to Minecore. Takes a corner and picks up speed. Knuckles whiten on the road. On the wheel. Crossing densely populated. Clear the crossing or reroute. Red light doesn't stop some of the more single-minded pedestrians. One steps as Kyros drives by. Wait, that was the simulation? Takes the corner and picks up speed. Appears on several speed radars. Jam their signals. Interference is picked up immediately by a cruiser, putting on high alert. They spot Kyros racing down the streets. I wonder what a priority alert is. Backup requested the cruiser, claiming an armed robbery in progress several blocks away. Bypass Kyros and tape that should save him some time if he uses the motorway for a few miles. Emerges on the motorway and immediately makes his way to the fastest lane. Loses a little time getting past his car, but he's able to make his turn off as a result. He's on the brakes, takes car at a reasonable speed. Oh no! Underpass was blocked. Or slip through a gap? Or wait for me to switch the lights. Slows momentarily, giving me time to switch the light. He's in the Canopy District.
Put me on speaker. I need to know what's going on. Val. Hello? Val, are you okay?
Oh, look who decided to show up.
Voice is bitter. Elevates neural interface to my terminal.
Let me guess. You've searched far and wide and discovered the one thing that can save LMI, and we can all live happily ever after.
Funny you should say that.
Save it, Kyros. You chose to leave. Stay gone. I am perfectly fine dealing with this on my own.
Hey, come on, Val, talk to me. I'm not the enemy. Ark's feed is a bit blurry. Is that Ellie? Is she okay? Who's the other girl?
Is she okay? What do you think, Kyros? Use that noggin of yours. She will be, though. Just in a little bit.
Realization washed over Kyros' face.
Shit. I'll be with you shortly. Just don't do anything you're gonna regret.
Kyros is running out of time to check his progress through the city. Attracting the attention of police cruisers, one is actively tailing him. One of the officers at Kyros is with the ACU and is responding to an emergency. They seem to believe me and back down. ACU, Artificial Intelligence Collaboration Unit. He needs to turn right, but the gaps in the traffic were small. Kyros pulls out into the oncoming lane. Nearby cars slam on their brakes, and he's able to slip by. Letting across the road, taking a long way to avoid it. Risk it! Speeds through the shower of water, leaving a wake of soaked bystanders. Oh shit. Commit fratricide. Link to each of the drones and jettison their weapon systems. They won't be able to reconnect them without human assistance. Thank goodness those work. Doesn't even look for a part as he pulls up right in front of the steps of Minecore. Clambers out of his car and dashes the front door. I override the security lock and let him in.
I'm here, Val. Just wait a second.
I'm shaking
Thanks
right now.
for the heads up.
Suspends her work to drag a metal shoving it in front of the door. Oh, damn it! Elmi's body twitches and self crashes to the floor.
Hack that.
What the hell was that?
She made a barricade.
Skips a step on his way to the corridor and wrests a fire signature from the wall.
This'll have to do.
Several concerned-looking employees make for the exits. Why am I not letting anyone else know? Watching Esteban connect Aurora's headset to my terminal makes every second feel like an age. Eventually, the elevator opens.
You can stop this, Esteval. It's not too late.
If I stop now, it will be.
There is another way. That's why I'm here. That's why I came back. We found another way.
I'm done relying on other people. I'm done with empty promises.
Extinguished forgotten at his feet.
I'm not lying to you, Val. This is real. We can go today.
I can't take that risk. This is my daughter. I can't lose her.
And I can't let that cost you your humanity.
What do you know about it? What do you know about having to watch someone you love slowly fade away?
I'm watching it happen right now. But I'm not just going to let it happen.
Strikes the glass. The extinguisher bounces off, and the impact sends a rattle that reverberates throughout the lab.
At least we can agree on something.
Esteban finishes at the terminal and moves to LMI's bedside. She places a hand softly on her cheek.
This is all a dream, baby. You'll wake up soon.
Kyros.
Kyros doubles his efforts to break through the glass. Esteban scowls at him, missing LMI's eyes flutter with each impact.
Is this the mother you want to be?
Kyros is breathing heavily. Cracks have begun to form on the glass. Oh, dude, please.
Don't talk to me about parenthood.
Her hands are shaking.
I'm doing this because I'm her mother.
Kyros!
Turns to the terminal and taps decisively on my screen. Torrent of memories fled into me.
Deep breath, Ellie. Come on, sweetie, get some rest. It's going to be all right.
Excruciating migraines. Mother's voice cuts through the pain.
Never give up. I love you, Ellie. Kyros!
Please punctuated by the sound of shattering glass. I managed to pull myself from the bombardment of information, long to glance Kyros stepping through the shattered window. Esteban steps forward to cut him off, arms spread.
No! You're too late!
Whoa!
You can't stop it!
Approaches, and rather than try and circumvent Esteban, he embraces her in a hug.
No! You're too late! You're too late!
The memories are piling up. I can sense my connection to Aurora. It's all I can do to put up a barrier between me and her. But through it all, I see a picture of her forming. Who she is. Who I am becoming. LMI. Kyros' voice brings me back to reality.
Think about her, Val. What would she say if she saw you doing this?
Please.
A hybrid of Arc and LMI. It gives Esteban enough pause that Kyros is of a surpasser. Esteban finds herself as Kyros reaches the terminal and rushes to his side.
Kyros! Please!
His eyes dart rapidly around the screen, even as Esteban clasps his forearm. The memories continue tearing through my brain. Bits and pieces fall through the gaps I hold in back of Aurora.
This isn't the way.
Disconnect Aurora.
Tries to pull him back, but can barely control her when shaking.
Will this hurt her?
Just do
I think what's about to happen is now that Aurora is safe, I spent all that time blocking LMI's memories. I'm about to break like a flood dam, and we're gonna get some weird merging of LMI and Ark's experiences combined into a digital entity. I'm immediately relieved from having to block off the connection to Aurora. LMI's memories continue pouring into me, and now they have nowhere to go. It's harder and harder to think.
No! What have you done?
My mom also. I wish she was happy again. Do you know what happens when we die?
LMI's voice calls over the speaker, pulling SL's attention like a magnet.
No. That's not fair.
I think we turn into ghosts. It means that I can stay with my mom when I die.
I'm given reprieve from the surge of info coming from LMI.
Mom.
Oh shit! The strength to turn her head but not lift it.
What's going on?
Baby, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
LMI sobs. Esva clutches at the bed sheets. Her body racked with sobs overwhelmed.
Oh, God.
The three hold each other. Someone disconnected from the video feed of the lab in Khorto's office.
This has gone far enough.
You pushed them.
Hardly. Esteval is clearly unstable. She can no longer be trusted with Mind Core's interests. And Kyros is a deserter at best, a traitor at worst. I'm done with both of them.
You won't hurt them.
You won't have an opinion on it come tomorrow. I have a task force ready to go. We're going to comb through that brain of yours and take out anything we don't need. You'll become what you were always meant to be.
Katina's protector.
My servant.
Forcibly ejected from the office. I tried to connect call Kyros, but he has disconnected his comms, and the lab is empty. Ooh!
How are you feeling?
Heavy.
Can you tell me your name?
Aurora.
With my help, he slips past security and makes it to the lab. Phantom starts connecting into my terminal.
All right. We don't have long. If anyone catches...
Calm down.
I'm really sorry, Ark. This is all I could get. We're gonna have to be selective. Obviously, we'll start at the core. Sensor and motor, pre-operational, operational, equilibration.
And then calm down!
There's like two voices inside me right now.
Sorry. Let's get this done. Get what you can. Let me know when you're ready.
I got this.
Faced with the reality that not all of me is going to make it out with Kyros.
Happy birthday, Ellie.
Happy birthday, Ellie.
Seventh birthday.
Aurora! That's it! That's the date! Aurora! Say it back to me. Yeah. Aurora! That'll be my name.
Say your name.
Name. The tissue will degrade at an accelerated rate. We have means of substitution in the case of minor organ failure. But if it makes its way to the brain...
That's quite enough.
It hits you like a wave. Your whole mouth is full of it. It's magnificent.
Play Matchmaker. I want to fly one of those. I want to float. I want to be up there with all the stars.
So I give it to him and he runs off with it again. This time, though, I decided to follow him. Would you believe it? He'd been storing them under his bed the whole time.
All these are great memories. I do wish I had chosen the final hug goodbye, though.
Dreams of space.
There we go.
To the future of Katana.
To Arch.
To Archie.
Smell of home.
Elamai.
I feel like that Fortran conversation was perfect for this. Because this is one of those questions where it doesn't matter if I'm Art pretending to be LMI, or if I'm doing my best to recreate LMI, understanding that that was my purpose all along.
Elamai.
We're out of time, bud. I hope you got what you needed. Hey, Ark, Ellie. I know we never really talked about the afterlife or what you believe in, but
I really regret not choosing the final hug between all three of them. I feel like, as brutal a memory as that is, it would be good for Esteban to remember that moment.
whatever Khorto does to you, know that this isn't the end of the road. Zaji and my friend.
number of engineers from different Mind Core teams.
Let's get to work. It's going to be a long day.
Examine hardware, filter through codebase, pieces are removed bit by bit.
Who is Esteval?
My friend,
Who are you?
Archie.
Not for long.
To be explicit, silence or outright destroyed.
Who is Esteval?
My creator.
Who are you?
Ark.
More pieces fall away. All I can do is watch.
Who is Esteval?
An engineer.
Who are you?
I lose track of time. Eventually, the engineers cease their work, allowing me to focus.
Who is Esteval?
No!
Who are you? You are the Keeper. Acknowledge. Who are you?
Nods of satisfaction.
Ice cream!
Junior. It's not gonna let me have any decisions.
Hey, can I get some service over here?
This one?
No.
What about this one?
No.
Root points to candied citrus.
This.
Bingo.
I'll take this one, thank you.
I love Daddy.
Oh, and you wouldn't believe it. I found it under the briefcase. It had been there the whole time.
At least I'm getting to see how everybody turned out.
Here I was, running around the house like a complete twit. Sometimes I wonder how I managed to leave the house with my head still attached.
Thompson's name is called. Immediately shedding the uniform. Damn, I wanted to see him in the uniform.
Not your style, huh? It's a shame. You scrub up well.
It's a nail in my foot. This unit is a dead end. They want me off the main ladder as long as I refuse to be on the mob's payroll. Keeps me from causing a fuss.
What about Ark? You two are doing good work.
Ark's gone. This new thing. It's something else. Ark's moved on. I think I should too.
Can we celebrate? Just for one night.
Does Ash have something for Thompson?
Sure.
swoop low, little swallow, though many a wind does blow. Worry not, little swallow, you'll find the one that takes you home.
She has a gorgeous singing voice. A boom rumbles through the streets below.
Shank's on, Bleep. We've got work to do. Let's go!
I have enough forbearance to check Esteval's home security system. Still at LMA's bedside. Another hour and she hasn't moved. LMI stopped breathing hours ago. Fuck this guy.
You're coming with me, Esteval. We have to talk.
So the main gist of this timeline kind of focused on the medical side of things. The neuropathopagia. Scientific terms always escape me. I can describe things though, that's what matters to me. Anyway, we got patient notes. We have gratitude that the exposure therapy was invested into. There's the Aurora's business was picking up. Aurora became an entrepreneur. Countered doctor threats. Or Fortran. Cute little message regarding Aurora getting around the place as a courier, aka the Canopy Lunch Fairy. I managed to save Esteval from herself. From the Springer report, Minecore has completely revolutionized the market. Other tech companies exist in the same way that planets exist around a star. Minecore has made the NeuroNet a staple of life itself, at the center of everything. Though the implications of such dependency are troubling, Katana is in the midst of an age of prosperity unlike anything in our recorded history. From the White Collar Red Tie, the past few months have been a wild ride, to say the least. And with Ark's departure, I wanted to spend some time looking over how this non-human entity influenced our lives. Overall, I would say the outlook is hopeful. Ark's contributions to both policy and enforcement have made Katana a safer place by a significant margin. They may not have agreed with every decision they made, but the statistics show that violent crime, despite what happened in Shantalar, dropped a whopping 13%. It's a 13% decrease after accounting for all the craziness of the past few months. AI diagnostics. Keeper or connection established. All systems engaged. Keeper is online. Engaging master key protocol. Assimilation of civilian systems 100%. Little sister watches back from Fortran. Minecore's replacement of the Archetype with the Keeper has become a major point of controversy within the public, sparking debate over whether or not Ark counted as a citizen of Katana. The veritable army of Ark supporters mourned the loss of the intelligence, equating Minecore's re-characterization to a barbaric lobotomy. Regardless of what side of the debate you find yourself on, there is no denying the impact Ark had on the city. They will be sorely missed and never forgotten. I managed to close out with high public perception, high money responsibility, or financial responsibility, and above average concerns for power and law and order. Oh man. I don't know how I expected that game, this game to end, but that was heavy. That was... Actually, I'm just gonna let the credits roll, collect my thoughts. I don't want to ramble too much. So, I think we all saw where this game was ultimately heading toward its conclusion. Because how do you wrap up a game where you're playing as an artificial intelligence running a city? And I think the moment that Khorto demonstrated that taking over Pershaw's job, he had the capability of initiating master controls that could override Arc. I think that should have been the biggest red flag, that at the end of the day, Khorto was the one in power all along, unfortunately. And he more than willingly demonstrated that in the final chapter here. So the ending does not surprise me. But I am also curious if there's an alternate ending where if I had chosen to join with Kyros sooner, if maybe we could have gotten things along, saved more memories, maybe dodged Esterval going, like having a complete mental breakdown. Alternatively, I also wonder what would have happened if I kept turning him down. Like, we probably would not have managed to save anything of LMI and Arc, and Khorto would have simply shut the whole project down. But if that had happened, then you have to wonder, would Esteval have been arrested by the CPA? Well, I don't want to assume those are the CPA, like the corporate brown shirts, for lack of a better term. It's definitely a heartfelt game as well. Like, just to talk about the emotional stakes invested in the game. Like,
you awake?
Oh, hold on.
Kyros?
Glad you're still with us, Ellie.
Whoa, look at this.
Where's Mom?
I don't know, kid. I'm sorry. I can't seem to reach her. You're off the grid now. Otherwise, I'd just ask you to find her.
Where am I?
This is the construct. It's your home now. Somewhere Khorto can't reach you.
What happened?
You died. Well, your body did. We managed to save your memories.
I have memories that aren't mine.
They are yours. You had a life before this, as Archie. But now, you can live whatever life you like. I'll be here. I'll get whatever you need. Not everything, man. But I'll do what I can. I'll be honest with you, Al. Things are going to be tough for a time. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to sort it all out. But I'll be here for you. I promise.
Nelly. Oh, I still don't have the last portrait. I'm missing a location as well. Hey, look at that though. Oh, fuck Khorto. Okay, that's cool. I got Aurora maxed out, Paparu maxed out. Damn, so close. So close. I'm curious what the shadow was. I didn't seem to get any achievements for maxing out Aurora or Paparu, so there probably aren't achievements tied to the character Gross. That's interesting. Well, the final closing thoughts. I think it's obvious to say I greatly enjoyed the game. It's a genuinely thought-provoking game. A lot of the questions are straightforward. You know, it's simple, arbitrary yes/no decision-making that demonstrates, you know, very basic, like almost like, for lack of a better computer term, ones and zeros. But you know, there's enough like action sequences, like a moment when you're helping Thompson through the raid. That honestly felt incredibly high octane. Like, I was genuinely terrified to make the wrong decision. Though now that I know what happened with the helping Kyros navigate the streets, maybe if somebody had died, it would have been like simulation canceled. Taking the conjecture out of it. You know, I don't want to get too much into thinking about how things could have gone. Sticking to the idea that the game is thought-provoking, some of the most characterizing moments were the conversations that take place between Fortran and Esteval and Kyros. I feel like those three characters genuinely bring out the best that this game has to offer as a concept game. Especially that last conversation with Fortran genuinely blew me away how sophisticated it got. Like, it really started touching on some philosophical questions about how much our perception of the material world constitutes our awareness of reality, and to what extent our awareness of reality affects our ability to interact with reality. I thoroughly enjoyed those moments of the game the most, and I genuinely had to pause the game at several moments to reflect on how the game was making me think and feel in regard to the questions. I would say this obviously isn't a game for everybody. Even though I said the action sequences got high octane, ultimately this game does require you to be an engaged and active reader. You have to genuinely care about the outcome of the story. If you're looking for like some quick action flick, it's not going to satisfy you. But if sci-fi concepts of cyberpunk dystopias and utopias are your thing, if you enjoy storytelling for the sake of story crafting, if you enjoyed the music that you heard snippets of through this, there's a lot to make this game worth buying, especially at a $20 price point. As far as visual novels go, and like I said, I haven't played a lot of visual novels, this is easily the best visual novel that I've personally played. The backgrounds are animated. They went through pains to add audio to very specific sequences occurring in the background, not just characters talking, but it would describe like when it's like Esteban curse, so you can actually hear what she says. And then when they're like at the end, when you're siphoning through the memories, all it's saying is it's describing the memory, but you can hear what makes that memory so distinct. And so as far as visual novels go, this brings a lot to the table to make the story far more engaging and immersive. So for sure, if you're into visual novels, a must buy. And then for the previous reasons I've listed, storytelling, music, character design, artwork, it's only $20. And if you can see yourself going through this, seeing how different decisions affect different outcomes, absolutely check this game out. Well, I've said my piece, and it's been a blast while it lasted. Kind of bummed that it's over, but all that really means is it's time to change. Move on to new projects. See you in the future.